thanks for joining me for part 2 of my series. Same shirt, same eye look, same setup, all of that jazz. But I did throw my hair up from the last video because I was getting pretty warm pretty fast. This category is going to be foundations and concealers. I have three foundations and 3 concealers to talk about. So let's roll right into the first one. Is the Anastasia Pade Concealer in 0.5. It looks like this. There's so much product in here, it's insane. Because of course Anastasia is a little bit pricier, but worth it. I like using Pade concealers under or on blemishes. If I have a really bad blemish and I really want that coverage, Pade concealers are usually going to give you that more coverage. Next up is my oldest concealer, or not oldest, but the one that I've had I've used the longest. This is definitely a new one, I swear. Is the Maybelline Fit Me, and I have the shade 5 Ivory. This is fantastic for under the eyes, but I also like to use it as foundation. So what I'll do is just take it and then I'll swirl it kind of all over the face a little bit and buff it out, and it's great. Like, it's a very, light foundation, of course, but for an easy, quick on the go look. I've done my makeup in the car numerous times on the way to work, so with my husband driving, I swear. Maybe. But yeah, that is a perfect like grab and go foundation option, but then also it's great for under the eyes. Very lightweight. And then last concealer, which is the newest one to me, is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I had the shade probably, basically translucent. Fair Beige. Oh wow, I love this so much. I've tried the 16-hour regular camo concealer, which was also great. It wasn't mattifying or anything like that for me, but I definitely like the hydrating one much more. It's hydrating, but it's not creamy where it's going to be a slippery all over the place, and I don't necessarily feel like I need to set it, but I do, just in case. Especially with right now, with wearing masks and whatnot, it's definitely nice to keep it on a little longer. And then next up, we're going to talk about some foundations. This kind of is a foundation, but technically not. It's the e.l.f. BB Cream SPF 20. It's classified as a sunscreen. So it says apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure, and then you have to reapply to maintain that, the SPF in there. I never reapply. I use this as a foundation. It's much thicker than what I thought it was going to be. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, there you go. Maybe you guys can tell now, but it is, oh my gosh, it's so much thicker than what you think, but it's fantastic. It gives great coverage. I don't think that it should have been classified as a BB cream because of the coverage, but that one is a fantastic option. And it's also, it's probably like, I think about $3, but I will have the prices below because you guys know that I'm not good at math and numbers and accuracy. So next up is which I'm almost out of this. I think after today I used it today. It's the Dewy, wow, my mind is all over. The Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation. I've shown this, I think, a couple times before in different videos, but it's got the paddle, looks like that. But holy cannoli, do I love it so much. The coverage is great on that, but it's also dewy, but not too dewy. So, if that makes sense. I like the other, like the regular foundation by them too, but definitely the dewy version is my favorite. And then lastly, I use this foundation if I need it to stay on for a long time. So if I have, an event to go to, which I don't ever really have events to go to, but if I want my makeup to stay on longer, I use the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. This is 1C1 Cool Bone. I love this so much. I thought it was going to be like way too thick and like way too high coverage for me. I got it a couple years ago at Ulta, and the lady, the Estée Lauder rep there, she was like, no, you'll love it, which I thought, she was just trying to sell me something, but holy smokes, was she right. Her and we had very similar skin types, so I trusted her. I definitely trusted her, to steer me the right way, and she did great. So that definitely stays in place, definitely stays on a long time. I would say I can get about 12 hours wear of that without noticing any bit of wearing off. But yeah, so those are my favorite concealers and foundations. just a quick 5-minute review, a little speed session, if you will. Definitely look forward to my next video, which I will be talking about. I think I'm going to be talking about powders, like setting powders, loose and pressed powders. So thank you for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.